Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Happrun 1080p projector. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So lots of cool features on this projector. It supports Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, Dolby Audio. It has autofocus. It's a 1080p projector, but it supports 4K input. Output is 800 ANSI lumens. It supports Bluetooth 5.1 input and output, and it also supports casting with Wi-Fi and Chromecast. So here's some specs on the side. You can pause and read through those. Let's get this open. We have an HDMI cable, a remote control. It takes two AAA batteries. We'll get those installed. Peel the plastic off the front too. And we have a power cord. Here's the projector. And here's the manual. So this talks about the different parts and the setup. So this has apps on it, like a smart TV would have. And then we have a service card. Power cord's around 5 foot long. So here's the projector. We have a power button on top. On the front we have a lens cover that comes off. We have IR on the front. It has this kind of fabric here. On the side we have a vent. Looks like a speaker, and a vent on this side. This looks like you can open it up and clean that filter. On the back we have the inputs. So we do have IR and a camera on the front for the autofocus, and we have IR on the back. We have headphone out, USB, 5 volt out. So if you're hooking up a media stick, you can power it with this port, HDMI and power. On the bottom we have this, looks like a passive radiator. We have a 1/4 tripod thread in the middle for a tripod, and we have a leveling foot. So let me get this connected up so we can test it out. Okay, so I have the projector pointed at the screen. I'll turn it on. Now I've not aimed it yet. Okay, so it's kind of blurry right now. We'll let it finish booting up. Now it's very sharp. I'll press the plus minus to pair the remote. Okay, the remote is paired. So when it booted up, it was blurry. Then it went through the autofocus. Now it's razor sharp, but I do need to adjust this a little bit. Okay, so I think that's good enough for now. So every time I moved that around, it refocused it. That really takes a lot of the guesswork out of setting up a projector. So I'll go through the setup here. We'll go English. It says manual keystone correction. I actually think I got that pretty good. So I'll say next step. It says user usage protocol. I'll hit accept. Now it wants me to set up my Wi-Fi. So I'm going to set this up and skip ahead. Now it says set up Netflix. So I'll press the button here. It says sign in or get started. So I'll go to sign in. So I have to blur this out, needless to say, but it has a QR code. So I'll go through the procedure for setting up Netflix. So my tablet has the same number there, and I'll say sign in to TV. It says you're all set. So now I'm signed into Netflix, and here we can watch Netflix content. So here's the Meg. I'll click on this. I'll hit play. I can scroll through this just like on a TV. And the remote's very responsive. You can see I'm scrolling ahead here. I'm clicking on it, and we're at the next scene. I'll say this is very impressive. So there are numerous ways you can connect video to projectors, and a lot of projectors support casting, including this one, but a lot of those casting protocols don't support paid streaming services like Netflix. Well, you don't have to worry about that with this projector because it has Netflix built in. So I'll hit back here, and that just takes me back through Netflix, but I'll hit home, and that will take me to the main interface. So here we can see the other services. I can go to YouTube. Of course, this is connected to the internet, so it opens right up. Now it says I'm signed out. If I sign in, it will have all my history and such. Of course, I can do a search, and it will bring up videos. Let's watch one here. And here's the YouTube video. So if I hit the middle button on the direction pad, it allows me to have all of the like, comment, all of that kind of stuff pop up. And then we have Prime Video. So we'll sign in. Again, this will have a QR code. I logged in on my iPad and I can access my account. And now we can watch our Amazon Prime content. So we can move through here just like we can if we're watching it on a Fire TV stick or other media player. And it looks very sharp too. So if we go over here to the right, we have settings. So we have our network settings, we have Bluetooth. So this connected device, I think, is the remote. We can scan for Bluetooth devices. Here we have input HDMI. So this supports CEC control. So that allows you to control your projector with another piece of equipment. So if you have a Fire TV plugged into this, you can control it with that device. Here's picture mode. So we have different things like keystone, autofocus. This is your projection mode. So you have front ceiling, rear ceiling. So you can have the projector in front of the screen, behind the screen. You can have it on a desk or a ceiling. So lots of mounting options with this. Here we have display and sound. So here this says ARC. ARC means audio return channel. So if you have this plugged into a receiver or a sound bar, it can pass audio to that via HDMI. So this has different sound options. It has auto, PCM, Dolby Digital Plus. Then it has dialogue enhancement. Then we have auto volume and ketone. Let's go down here. We have App Store. So this looks like it has different apps available. So this would be for like streaming. Looks like My Apps, Children, New Apps, Music apps. So it has Vivo, Video apps. Here are games, Tetris, service, camera, and this looks like all apps. Then we have resource manager. So this can read a USB drive. So I plugged a drive in. So I can scroll down here. So I'll go to video, and we have some different videos. So here's a video of a train. I can skip ahead here using the remote. It's very responsive. And it looks super sharp. Wow. So I turned the sound up on that a little bit, and I have to say the sound on this projector is incredibly good for a projector. So you can connect external speakers to this, but you might be just happy with the projector speakers. So let's go up to picture, and here we can look at photos. So this is very responsive, switching between photos. If I hit the middle button, it rotates. I can also zoom in and out. So that's very nice. And here we have screencast. So we can cast with different things. We have Miracast, DLNA, Magic Cast, which is mirroring an Apple screen. So you can download this to the projector to stream from an iPhone to this. We have browser. So here we have a full-on web browser. So you could connect a keyboard and mouse to this and use it just like a computer. Then down below, it looks like we have some suggested content. So to turn this off, I'll press the power button. It has rest screen, shutdown, restart, or time shutdown. So I'll hit shutdown, and we're shut down. So that was the Happrun 1080p projector. I was really impressed with this projector. It was super easy to set up, had a bright, sharp image. And the really neat feature about this is that it has the streaming apps built in. This was almost like a small computer with a projector connected to it. So not only did it have all those apps, the interface was very responsive, and it was very easy to use. When you pull up the apps, they load very quickly. And then when I logged into Netflix and Amazon Prime, it had QR codes, so I didn't have to even mess around with entering in a password on the projector itself. I could do it all on my phone. So the streaming apps are really nice, but then also the audio on this was very good. Smaller projectors are often known for having terrible audio. The audio on this projector sounded great. Now there might be cases where you're watching a big blockbuster movie and you want to hook this up to your surround system, and this does support Dolby. But there are other times, maybe you're using this at an RV park, or you're setting it up in a kid's playroom to watch a movie and you don't want to set up external speakers, this thing has a great speaker built in. And again, if you were to set this up temporarily in some space to watch a movie, you just plug it in, point it at the screen, and you're ready to go since it has the streaming services built in. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. But thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.